Hey guys, this is Michelle, and I am going to present my classroom management plan because I won't be at class because I'll be in Florida. So Jan, if you are really showing this to everyone, hi, sorry you have to listen to this. So first, my expectations are be ready to work and to learn, which would include being on time, on task, and prepared with the materials that they need every day. Students are expected to be respectful of me, the teacher, their classmates, their resources, and the environment around them. And third, most important, is to be responsible for themselves and to make good choices, which would include following instructions the first time, meeting deadlines, never plagiarizing. I'll remind the students that they are responsible for their own learning and their own behavior. Of course, they must follow school policies and adhere to our classroom phone usage chart. As far as incentives, I have a lot of different things that I could do for students that achieve meeting our classroom expectations. A lot of them might be special on a case-by-case basis, like a treat box to select, piece of candy and things like that. One thing I've seen that I really like is when a teacher does a handwritten postcard that gets mailed home praising a particular achievement. I'd love to do that at least once a week with every class. Things that would be outlined for the students would be, for example, that they're allowed to listen to music on personal devices for the last 5 minutes of class if students had been actively listening during instruction and discussion. On Friday, students may earn free time after instruction as a class, and phones would be allowed. A student of the month would be voted on by peers that will get to be our designer and decorator of the class bulletin board, which I think would work really well in middle school, but also I've seen that type of thing work in high school. If the entire class gets all homework in on time, not a single missing assignment from any student, for a month, that will result in a class pizza party. And I'd also like to use some sort of class participation tracker, maybe an app like Class Dojo or some gamification program that can be used to monitor classroom participation. And I think I would do a table group with the most points that can maybe get a homework pass at the end of each month. I did find a really cool download on teacherpayteacher.com, and they have reward coupons and incentives for both middle school and high school that I would love to modify and keep in an index card size box for things like homework passes, a second chance card, free time cards, extra screen time, something they'd call music to my ears, sweet tooth, things that could be used to pass out to students that are meeting expectations. As far as consequences, this was a little bit more difficult. I prefer natural consequences like a poor grade or being left out of things, as well as peer pressure, though I don't like that choice of word. But when a student breaks the class rule, I will have very clear steps. First, it's a verbal warning. Second would be a chat in the hall with me. Third would be a written reflection. And fourth would be an email and then a call home. If students break our cell phone policy, they would lose their right to a cell phone in class that day, as well as any next open or green light period. Disruption would result in a seat being moved, same goes for talking. Things like cheating, violence, profanity, any severe behaviors will not be tolerated and will result in immediate dismissal from the class and a visit to the principal's office. And any conflict resolution strategies would be used when appropriate, whether it's between me and a student or a student and another student. While I was doing my research, I found a really great quote that I wanted to share by Seth Cohen from New York Lawyers for Public Interest. But he said, "Assume nothing. If you simply talk about your rules, there's no reason to conclude that your students will follow suit. When you teach, model, and continuously practice classroom rules, you give your students real examples of what you expect of them." And that is it. Sorry, I can't take any questions, but I will see you all next week. Thanks.